I really should just push the button and blow it all up. Anyway, hi! Welcome to Children of Wrath.
I want to blow up.
We all want to blow up.
I mean,
my main goal
is to blow up.
Then
and
act like I don't know nobody.
That too. Anyway.
We're hip, cool kids. We make Vine references.
Look, I get like actually, you know, I was a lie. A fifth of any reference that anybody ever makes, and I accept that.
You're old.
Yeah, we
Look,
understand.
I was old when I was young. So don't old me. I have never been hip and cool with the kids.
I understand being old when you're not old.
Yeah. When I was like 20, I was old and be like, I am hip with these kids, you know?
How do you do, fellow kids?
That was me.
A young boy.
I have been that way since the beginning. How do you do, fellow kids? That is me eternally. And it will ever...
Where are you from?
Mm-hmm. Greetings, fellow kids. I will speak things and speak of your, memes.
Memes.
Exactly.
God.
I am totally Who-Man.
Isn't that new Alan Tudyk show?
Oh god, yes. You're right, I could do that. That is a reference that is recent. I haven't seen
Resident
it.
Alien.
I have heard good things about it, but I haven't seen
Yeah,
it.
it's Alan Tudyk.
You know, it's at least a return of sci-fi having a decent original series, which, you know, for the last couple of years, I don't think they've had as much of since their early days. But anyway, that's a different
Sci-Fi
conversation.
had a good original series?
They had some pretty decent ones back in the day.
Well, no, their originals normally are pretty good. The movies are always.
Oh, yeah,
Those are incredible works of art. Excuse you, Asylum Productions has never made a bad film.
Sci-Fi Channel original movies are a
made
blessing
bad
upon
films,
the
correct.
human species.
They are...
Only made horrible films.
Look, sci-fi original movies are a treasure trove of... They've gone from going so bad to good again. They reached that other side of it. They managed to.
It's the best thing to watch at 3 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. And they've introduced us to a giant, stupid monster, which I love because it gives you original ideas. And I'm like, I could combine an alligator and a shark and something and throw it at some people. That sounds like a great idea for a D&D monster.
I have so many opinions about the movie Piranaconda by Asylum Productions. It takes place in Hawaii, which is native to neither the piranha nor the anaconda. They are native to the same place in the world. They're both in the Amazon. They didn't put it in the Amazon.
I forgot I had Piranha. Anyway, speaking of other horrible abominations, two people in a giant screaming death dragon machine awakened it as a Dracolich, theoretically.
Two people and a dragon.
Yeah, that's true. There was a dragon there.
Dragon is people.
The dragon is people, but the dragon also wasn't really that involved with it, because the dragon didn't really know what was going on. The dragon was like...
Neither do I, so...
so
dragon
really...
is ancient people child.
Anyway. As this is happening, we are going to be switching back to two other people who are in a different area of this thing, and a little back in time, to see what they're doing.
At the moment, I believe.
Just at the moment.
We are sneaking.
Yeah. So the two of you have just, kind of just quickly switching back here, had just encountered some transmorphs, transmorphants. I can't remember how to say them.
Transformers.
Yeah.
There you go.
Robots in disguise.
One of them apparently being horribly corrupted by Phyrexian oil and turning into some kind of monstrosity, which was,
Monster.
yeah, a worse monster than the other one was. But managing to defeat the two, you've headed deeper into the, not really the belly of the beast, but the back of the beast, more or less.
We're heading to the head of the beast.
But you're heading the opposite direction of the head. You're heading ass
You are, in
down.
fact, going to the ass.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going to the ass?
You're going to the ass.
You kind of entered in neck region, and you're heading into mid-back region.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We are going to the head.
We were going
You're
to
going
the ass.
asswards to find the Phyrexian source and diffuse it.
Right.
You're using the Candelabra of Taunos, which is, you're basically...
Well, I'm not.
Yeah. You're basically jury-rigging it to use it in a way that is technically usable, but also not technically usable. You're basically starting it off and having it draw in all the energy of that region, all the mana in that region, and diffuse it in the nearby environment, effectively.
Smartest man for the job.
I fixed it. You're welcome.
Here, drink this.
Oh, no.
Is that my blood?
Yes.
You want to be the smartest man?
Oh my god, are you gonna use my blood for this?
You could
No, I
become
was
the...
making a joke. He's like, you're the smartest man for this. I'm like, here, drink this. You will be.
It would be kind of smart.
It would double the
worst
Kaz
part
power.
Is that, like, it would be a good idea. You'd be using it at the worst possible time. I'm not in a good spot right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm partially possessed by the monocle.
Oh, that's fine.
I mean, who isn't possessed by a monocle?
Who isn't possessed?
I think John Stamos probably.
I'm
He's
possessed.
pretty sure of himself.
Wait, John Stamos isn't possessed?
Yeah, I think he's like pretty sure of who he is, you know?
No, he's just a vampire.
Or maybe he is possessed, and that's why he's so sure, because the spirit inside him is so confident.
Did y'all see the time someone made a sculpture of John Stamos out of butter?
No.
Oh,
No, but that doesn't shock me.
Actually, I didn't say that, but that actually was thinking of, like, I thought for a second of, like, I could see someone doing that, honestly. People
it was
weird.
a music festival that did it.
Nice.
They were trying to get him to perform.
Mm.
He didn't.
Good try. Anyway, so two of you are stealthing along through more of the corridors, moving away from the area that the Guardians, if we'll just refer to them as, to make it easy, because I'm bad with saying the name of them, like Sanguine, Sequagan. I can never say those names. I'm not going to say...
Sequagan.
Whatever. Traxmorgafritz. I'm not going to say that, so they're just the Guardians now.
Oh, if only Umber was here.
He hates when I pronounce that wrong, and I can't say it right. I try to, and I'm like, I have no idea what to say. And every time someone says how it's supposed to be sounding, brain don't work on that level for whatever reason. Maybe one of these days. Turn up the cast volume. Is it a little low? It should be up higher. Maybe because I'm just going to assume it was something with like weird Discord stuff, because Discord was being weird the other day. Swagan? Anyway. Whatever.
Sahwagan.
Hwagan. I'll try. I'll keep practicing. You know, give me a couple years and I'll get it right.
I don't believe you
I
at
don't
all.
believe you.
I fully don't believe you. I don't think you're even going to try.
Look.
He'll never get it right.
I'm going to kill Kaz and play as Sahwagan just to fuck with you.
I got like, what was it, I corrected a lot of other words, like, well, I did it sillily, like some of the ones that are like weirdly pronounced. Anyway, we're not going to get into that right now. So the two of you will actually begin to notice something is going to change in these tunnels. The walkway you're on doesn't seem to change, but the outside surrounding you begins to become, I guess the best way is less metallic and more bumpy? Or...
like, organic?
Not quite, but...
skeletal?
Just somewhere in between. I will tell you, chitinous. That's a good way of describing it. Very, very Aliens-esque. So, I mean, also is very appropriate for Phyrexian, but, you know, that's besides the point. And I will tell you, as soon as you kind of move into this area, this sinking feeling deep within you, Claude, begins to keep rising, and it is not a good feeling. You can just feel it, like, deep in your core, like every particle of you is screaming at you as you're kind of, like, moving into this area.
I don't like it in here.
You can keep going if you want. Certainly. There doesn't seem to be anything nearby right now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying that out loud.
Was this shift, like, sudden or a gradual?
It was kind of a gradual thing.
I don't know.
This is giving me bad feelings.
I guess we'll just be a little more careful.
Certainly you can press on. And
Yeah.
at a certain point in time, it will, I guess you can say, stabilize whatever's going on here. There won't be any major changes. It seems to be this almost kind of like a chitinous growth that seems to be in the metal almost, which is very unusual of the tunnels.
Does it kind of make me think of like that creature?
A little bit. The thing that you, like, it transformed into a little bit, yeah.
I think whatever is corrupting those creatures is corrupting this part of the dragon.
Well, that's not good, I assume. You
No,
know more about this than I do.
I agree it's not good. I have no idea what to do about it.
Well, let's hope your friends can do something up in the head of value.
Let's hope this isn't going to screw with what they're doing.
Yep.
As you go a little farther, you can... Certainly, Claude, you'll notice that the area is going to open up again into another kind of chamber area.
I'm going to kind of give you a wait here for a moment.
Okay.
And I'm going to stealth up closer to the entrance and kind of scout out if there's anything moving around in here.
Oh, yeah. Two
You
of
want a
those... yeah, give me a stealth. Please. That's a pretty good roll. I'm just going to roll a couple of d20s here. Just a bwop. And a bwop. Just double 11s. Alright. Two of those creatures, not the small ones, the kind of transformed ones, are in here. They look similar to the one that you defeated, but still somewhat different, as if whatever changes occur isn't exact to the nature of these creatures. That the, I guess best word for it, mutation process seems to come in various ways. They are working on what appears to be a pulsating nexus of some kind. There seems to be some kind of red glow and this kind of like oozing nature to some kind of pustule that seems to be at the center, growing kind of in the middle area. There was that kind of like central like kind of connector that you saw before. This is kind of like engrossed itself in the middle of it, you know. But previously in the open room, that's where these kind of things were kind of guarding. These two seem to be kind of guarding there. The walkway is kind of like partially overgrown. The chitinous mass seems to be very thick here, kind of making it very difficult to not be walking on it. There's barely any walking room, and these things are just, as I said, just tending here. Don't seem to notice you.
They're not working. This isn't the area where we need to use the candelabra, right?
No, this looks like the area you need to use the candelabra. This seems to be some kind of central nexus of whatever's going on here. And these two seem to be watching after it.
Okay, give me a second. Is there anything I have?
You gonna wait or go back to Cole and tell him about this?
Give me 1 second. I'm just trying to check something.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go back to Cole.
Okay.
There's two of them in the room.
That's not good.
It's also a bit overgrown with that weird chitin stuff.
Also not good.
I have a bit of an idea.
I will tell you, because you don't recall very often, your arcane sight, you could tell that this was probably the nexus of the magical energies.
Yeah.
That was obvious.
Yeah.
So
I could send an unseen servant in with some barbarians and have them drop them. to try to get their attention, and maybe if they go down to investigate, we both could try to attack before they get a chance in.
Oh, that's certainly an idea.
Unless you have anything better.
Not particularly.
Unfortunately, most of my spells are not going to be as useful here.
Not that my magic isn't going to be the most helpful here.
Unless you have any items that you think would be better used with the Unseen Servant?
I do not.
Because, I mean, I could either do that, or if I could keep it simple and do a minor illusion of sound or something to try to get their attention.
Just gonna read my staff real fast. I could send in an elemental. Try to pull them away with it.
Well, was there an exit to this room other than...
Oh yeah, it was a four-way kind of intersection, just like the previous area, similar to it that you'd seen.
I mean, I guess you could send it in, have it attack, and then have it try to run in a different direction.
Real quick point of order and reminder: you do have an air elemental that you already have summoned.
He only lasts an hour. Oh, is it? Has it
been an hour?
It has not been an hour.
Oh,
right.
So we could just send him in.
Send him in.
You're welcome.
Thank you. And have him attack and try to draw them somewhere else.
I will... That sounds like fun. I will turn to my elemental friend. Alright. If you do this, consider your debt repaid. Okay? I won't bother you anymore.
It doesn't say anything, because I don't think it... I might make noise in Primordial, I guess, if you understand that. So, yes.
It blows at you.
It speaks in its language. I do not know if you understand it.
I do speak Primordial.
All right.
I do not.
And then the elemental went on a suicide mission.
Pretty much.
He'll just be banished back to his plane. It's fine.
It's an air elemental.
After severe amounts of pain. It is an air elemental, yeah.
Yeah. Just checking.
I don't remember offhand.
It's in the air elemental is in the
It's in base rules.
Yeah.
so you can find it
Yeah.
in there.
Okay. All right. It'll kind of fly in there ahead, and you will hear a commotion, and certainly.
Ooh, you could even have it use its whirlwind because we never had it use it.
No, I didn't use it yet.
It could probably use the whirlwind, but that might be distracting it once it lures it away, honestly. So it's going to try to lure them away.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm just going to roll a couple of dice. I'll just roll 3 dice here. Let's just roll something here. Boop, boop, boop. All right. There's noise. It seems to be getting farther away.
I'm going to stealth back up towards the doorway.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
They don't seem to be there. You're not sure where the elemental or they went. The elemental is certainly faster than them.
Yeah, I'll give you the sign to move up.
Yeah, I'll move up.
Okay.
They seem to be drawn away. This might be the time. I'll keep a watch out.
Alright.
Claude,
Oh.
Yes.
as the two of you kind of approach this, it's not a voice per se, but you just get this feeling that echoes through you. It's just saying, wait. ally.
Is it asshole?
No,
Oh, it's not the creator.
not the creator. Because this isn't words. It's
All
almost like emotions or a feeling, kind of. It's more subtle. It's and like it's weird because rather than like it feels like in your mind, it feels like this cacophony that like spreads throughout your entire body, almost like a wave that hits you.
Does this feel similar to anything I felt before?
No.
I'm getting a funny feeling here.
I will need you to make me a wisdom save, please.
Great.
Cole, you don't have to make this. You're fine.
'Cause,
All right.
Wisdom saves are my best.
Mm-hmm. But you
Not
rolled pretty
horrible.
good. You rolled pretty good. You feel like your
3 17s in a row.
you feel your head's pretty clouded. Like everything like you're just feeling like overwhelmed slightly. Cole, you could definitely tell that something's going on with Claud, and you can also notice in the strange glowing area, like a strange, almost like eye-like shape is forming to almost kind of stare at the two of you.
That's pretty fucked up. I poke Claude with my staff.
Okay.
Are you okay?
Something's clouding my mind.
Well, I think whatever this is staring at us now.
Can you suck the energy out of it?
I can try, and I will attempt to use this item I don't understand.
Okay. So let's see here. In what manner do you want to use this? Basically, I'm going to give you a choice on how you roll this.
Was I given a rundown on how it works?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, Kaz
We
gave you
went through like a whole planning thing.
Yeah.
That was
Effectively, what it can do is take the black mana that is concentrated here and diffuse it, changing the mana type into blue and green mana to diffuse it into the landscape around you.
Okay.
I don't know how the fuck it works. Kaz
Yeah.
does. I'm fish. I don't know.
Assuming I was given a rundown on how to properly use it, I will attempt to use it as instructed.
Okay. Honestly speaking, I'm not going to guess that you're going to be great at this. So I'm going to kind of narrate what you do because it's a little cooler that way. You're going to probably take a look at this thinking about like what fish, what Kaz said to you. And, you know, Cole, you don't strike me as the smartest man, honestly. So probably a lot of... just, not to be, like, rude, but you're not, like...
He's a simple man.
He's a simple man who does what he does right and does it well. But he is not an expert in whatever the hell this thing is. Or Artifice in general, honestly. You know, you're not stupid by any means of the word. Well, okay, you do have an 8 intelligence. I just
Yeah,
that.
no, he's not a smart man.
So honestly, probably like I gotta be honest, like a good chunk of what some of the details that that Kaz gave you went over your head. The important details stuck, you know. So just roll me. Jesus.
I can't roll you Jesus, that's not a stat.
Like
Technically, it is its religion.
melee spell
Not a stat.
attack, we'll say. We'll do melee spell attack as you can
Do I
try to.
have anything in here that is a melee spell attack? Probably.
Yeah. So it's just, you know,
melee spell attack.
I mean, it's the same as a melee ranged or like a spell ranged attack. It's the same.
If you go into your spells at the very top, it should have it on the your
Plus 8.
ability. But yeah, so you roll a d20 plus 8.
Let me open up this old advanced dice roller and roll some dice. 15.
Okay. So you basically take the candelabra. It's a candelabra. You stab it into this thing in an attempt to basically channel out all the energy. All right. So I will need 2 things, one from each of you. Claude, please give me a charisma save.
That I'm good at.
We'll start with that.
Well, that I'm okay at. It's not actually my best save.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm decent.
Let's see what you roll. That'll make a difference. 13. Okay.
You never say that you're good at a roll. That's just asking Dice Christ to fail you.
Only
So,
if that was Dex.
then at first, Cole, I will honestly need a Constitution save from you.
Alright. Oh, fuck, dude.
Alright.
I'm actually, like, great at those, too.
And then I will need, both of you to roll athletics.
Alright, that I did better at.
Can't be acrobatics?
Nope.
Oh, great, because I get a -1.
Hey.
Hey, 19. But fortunately you failed because that was good. Because basically, this thing mind controls Claude to try to rip you off of it.
Oh, that's fine.
Claude, you do subside to it, but Cole resists your pull. Effectively, this thing doesn't have a good enough control over you to really have you attack someone, but to do something kind of simple, it's basically like a suggestion, you know? It's pull your friend off of me kind of thing, or pull your friend off of that, you know? So, it was enough, and that's also because you made your other save earlier, which was good.
Yes.
So it couldn't get full influence over you. On the other hand, Cole, bad things are happening to you because a lot of basically necrotic-based energy is flowing through you as you're attempting to have this go through here. I'm just going to roll a bunch of d6s here.
I'll get the calculator out.
29 damage, necrotic.
You know what? That could have been a lot worse.
Could have been a lot worse.
But still, ouch.
Yeah.
I still have a lot of HP.
Yeah. As like, you are now, like, you're almost like a little bit of a conduit yourself for the energy, but it's being diffused, so you can sense that it's not, like, you definitely, just because the energy's flowing through your body, it's diffusing. You're still taking, like, the necrotic damage, but it's not like you're getting a full blast of, like, black mana. It's just an incredible amount of magical energy is being siphoned because you've effectively used Kaz's jump charge to almost force the mana that is battered in this area out of here to activate the candelabra, which is kind of the weird... It's not necessarily used this way, but obviously it's not, like, you know, Kaz's tinkering is probably not done good to the candelabra after this. It might need really good repairs, if it even be repaired after this, because as far as you can tell, this thing is screeching with pain and suffering and horribly.
Good.
You broke my fucking candlestick, bro.
Like this red glowing eye is just going to kind of stare at you.
So it was Cole and the dragon with the candlestick?
Yeah.
Yes. Cole. In the dragon's
ass.
with the
In the
candlestick.
dragon's ass.
With the candlestick. That sounds like something else entirely.
You know what?
Just saying.
Look, we already had the dragon ass discussion. We're not doing it
I feel
again.
like we've had this talk before.
I can bring up the pictures.
No, because
No.
we know you have them saved on your computer. We don't need to see more.
No, it's just called Google.
I believe you.
I have been scarred by dragon ass on Google, so no.
Anyway, it feels like this lasts for an eternity, even though it's probably mere seconds of this energy being siphoned off rapidly. And honestly, you are feeling fairly, like, physically exhausted by this entire thing, Cole. Like, it has not been pleasant to have this, like, running through you. Your body is just kind of, like, messed up afterwards. But you're alive-ish.
That's good.
And, Claude will fall to the ground. Unconscious currently. And, the area around here is going to weirdly kind of half melt.
Alright.
What do you want to do right now? It's kind of just like weirdly like oozing out. Like it's not completely going away, whatever this is, but it seems like whatever was like mainly holding it together is kind of broken apart.
Is this candelabra still like in place, or do I still like hold it there?
It's kind of like partially fused to some of this gunk now.
Fine, then.
So it's kind of stuck in there, and like kind of floating down as like the big glowing bauble is kind of like melting away.
So, alright. Okay. I have an idea. Maybe. Claud is like unconscious. Right?
Before you do anything, you probably won't get this, but I will give you something that you can roll an Arcana. Assuming you probably won't get this, but you might.
Alright, here, let me roll my -1.
Honestly, might still get it.
13.
13. That's enough to, like, get an idea, like... from what... You remember stuff from Kaz's explanation of how things worked, and, basically... Probably a few of the words that came about from other people talking about what was going on here. You're just gonna guess that most likely, you didn't get rid of the Phyrexian oil that was here. You basically removed all energy from it.
Okay. That's better than nothing.
But you also probably don't know how to, like, give it energy back, honestly.
It's not my area of expertise. I just know how to hit things.
Yeah, because there's this, like, black goo all over the place, and you're like, that sounds like the stuff they described. Huh. It doesn't seem to be doing much anymore. Okay, cool. I think I did what I was supposed to.
You gooped it.
Did it.
Yeah.
You did it your way.
Exactly.
You successfully gooped the oil.
Hell yeah. Is Claude, like... I don't even know. Does Claude even breathe?
Not
No.
really.
Alright, does Claude look like Claude has died?
I would turn to goop if I died, I think.
I don't know that.
Give me a... medicine?
Alright. Perfect.
I'm gonna say, you have no idea.
Alright.
You're like,
Hold up.
he doesn't function like a normal person. That much you've probably noticed. And so, like, you're like, how do I tell if he's alive or dead? And you're like,
Alright. I will poke him with a stick. Does he move?
After, like, a few minutes, Claude will, like, jolt to almost, like, awakeness. Claude, you probably have never encountered anything like this. You were basically, like, shut down, briefly? Yeah.
I would think that probably the closest to that I've encountered would be when I was taken over.
Yeah. I mean, like, afterwards, you kind of, like, had an idea what happened. But, like, this, you don't even have an idea of what happened during the time period that you were, like... You're like, I was standing behind you. What? What happened?
Alright, you grappled me and tried to pull me off of this thing.
I don't remember that.
Well, don't do it again.
I don't remember doing it the first time, but sure.
But I think...
Why are we covered in ooze?
well, I did a thing, and all of the black goop became this. So, I think we're done.
I guess so. I'm trying to remember personally. Were we supposed to just leave after we were done, or were we trying to meet them in the head?
There really wasn't a decision on that. It was up to you if you wanted to try to meet them in the head or escape.
I say we get the hell out of here before any more of those things come around.
Sounds like a good plan.
You don't look so great. I still don't feel so great.
The area around you begins to shake.
Let's book it.
Yeah, let's go.
There is a strange red pulse will run through the entire area. The gooped oil will seemingly begin to boil.
Oh, that's fine.
The chitinous growth kind of cracks away, revealing strange new growth. Something different.
That's not good.
That is a little fucked up. Did we do that, or did your friends do that?
Don't know. I can try. Well, what does my Arcana sight see with this?
There is, like, incredible amounts of magical energy just swirling around you. Far more than anything that had been in here before. Like, because you're inside of, like, a construct of some kind, you always had, like, a low level of, like, magical energy that seemingly was all around you. You're inside a being that has a magical nature that normally you really can't see that magical nature, but by being so small and inside it, you actually could kind of view it to a degree. It was kind of like almost like an aura. The aura has kind of darkened, strengthened, and, like, when that pulse hit you, it was a very powerful wave of energy that kind of, like, just pulsed out. And it seems as though, like, everything followed that wave. Like, the wave was coming from towards the head, just down the body.
Okay, so this could be something that they caused. Can I make an, like, Arcana check to piece any of this?
Sure.
I get +4.
Nice.
18.
Honestly, it very well... Like, the thing is, you have no idea what they were doing. It could be something related to what they did. It could be something related to what you did. It could be both acting together. You honestly don't know. This is very unusual. You've, like... The thing is, like, as much as you have some, like, knowledge of the arcane, this is very weird and beyond a little bit of your expertise for sure.
Yeah.
Certainly, you get a feeling that something about this is familiar, though. Something about the aura.
I'm pretty sure it has something to do with Phyrexia.
Roll me a religion check.
Oh, actually, I get +4 to that. No.
Okay. There's definitely something familiar about it. Not like something you're thinking about lately, like not the Phyrexian stuff. There's something different about this aura that seems vaguely familiar.
Would history be anything?
Yes and no. Because it's your own personal history, honestly. So that's kind of a hard thing to be like, remembering something from your personal history. The religion check was more pertaining to the nature of it exactly. But, like, something else that's, like, rather than the nature of it, maybe remembering where it came from. I guess if you want to just do, like, maybe a straight intelligence check for that one. Like a recall check. Just something that, like, you maybe are not thinking of. That
it's a straight roll because I still am at 11. 11. That's kind of funny.
Yeah. It's like, yeah. It's honestly, it's like it's like something that seems very familiar.
My mind, but I can't.
You just can't recall it. Yeah.
This is not the right time to use the blood, but it is a funny time to use the blood.
I'm not using the blood.
Don't use the blood.
Cole, this is just weird as shit, man.
Yeah, it's pretty weird, dude.
Like, it was weird coming in here. It's getting weirder.
Yeah, I don't really know what to do.
I say let's get the hell out of here.
That seems like a smart plan.
We don't have the candelabra anymore. I don't have any idea what to do with that thing.
You could try to salvage the candelabra. It's probably not in great shape, and it is unknown whether or not Kaz could fix it. It is also fused to some of the mess that's kind of melted and now boiling a little bit, but, you know, it's there.
Kaz would kill us if we just left it here.
You just kind of, like, fish it out, just like, this is pleasant.
Yeah, I'll pull it out and just, like, tie it to the side of my backpack.
It's dripping.
Yeah.
That's awful.
The drips kind of fall off and then kind of weirdly, like, boil, too. Like it's very weird. The inactive Phyrexian oil is boiling away. It shouldn't be able to boil. I will give you that with your freaking Arcana check earlier. You know, that is really weird.
I'm taking the Phyrexian oil isn't giving off a magical aura itself anymore.
No, it isn't active.
Yeah. So that's just even weird too. It's like, wow, so it's pretty much just oil.
Well,
of some sort.
Yeah, I mean, it's technically a hive of horrible nanomachines.
Dead nanomachines at the moment.
Yeah. You know, that's kind of what it is. It was they were robbed of all their energy and kind of just went inactive. And now they're maybe disintegrating away? It appears to be boiling what's going on.
Yeah.
It's definitely weird.
This is just creepy.
The energy pulses will continue at like a rate.
This one.
It's kind of like almost this kind of reddish hue to the energy, but it's like other like colors mixed in with it.
I'm going to suggest we move quickly, but when we get to the next nexus point, we hold it because there could be more of those things still there. Because remember, we snuck past some of them on the way down here.
I'm gonna guess like this. It's not like difficult terrain going through here or anything, right?
No, not currently. But again, it seems like with every pulse, things change.
All right.
So it's like the metal is bending and reforming in the area, becoming more not organic, but seemingly smooth and natural, and feeling contours that make it feel more like you're in like a vein or the middle of a bone structure. It's very different than the Phyrexian, the guts of Phyrexia. Phyrexia is very like alien organic. This is like weirdly transformative, and it feels a little bit more natural with the insides of a dragon almost. I'd say.
Well, it's not okay.
It's very okay. This is the plan.
Yes and no.
The boomer in this character is gonna start coming out to you young people.
So you're heading back towards where you came in?
Yeah. Yeah, because that's the only exit we know of.
So you're heading back towards the, at least, as you said, at least the first of the.
Yeah, when we're getting close to it, I'll have him hang back and I'll stealth up.
Okay. As you're heading back that way, about halfway back across that area, another pulse and a shaking will continue again, and then all of a sudden you'll be stopped by an echoing noise of something that first sounds like a horrible screeching metallic scream that slowly transitions to something that sounds a little bit more organic, like the roar of a dragon. The mechanical nature.
Well, shit.
Both of you can make me perception checks.
Oh,
Sure.
my perception. Okay. I have eyes.
I
No,
get plus
don't.
9.
All right. Certainly, Claude, you will notice this a little before Cole. There's a strange wave of black fire heading down the hallway you're in at you at incredibly high speed. You have maybe perhaps seconds before it will impact you and Cole.
Can I push him over the railing?
I mean, again, it's not like a huge thing. The walkway is like right above the passageway, so there's not really a lot of space. It might give him a little bit of cover, but yeah, you could.
That's what I'm thinking.
Like, honestly, being down closer to the floor is pretty much like, drop and give me cover.
Yeah. So that's what I want to do is just
Sure.
push him and...
Yeah, you will give him a little bit of cover as this black fire wave will kind of like impact into both of you.
I do have uncanny dodge.
All right.
And evade.
And evasion, which is helpful in a way, but honestly speaking, I will need actually give me dex saves first.
Sure.
That's the first thing I need for both of you to give me.
Both. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So,
I clicked it twice.
Yeah. Cole, you can roll me a second time. You will have advantage to this, honestly. So the first one will happen. So, like, the first wave of the flame, both of you will kind of, like, maneuver through. Cole, you'll kind of, like, almost, like, get yourself under the walkway a little bit. And Claude, you're going to use your, like, ability to, like, uncannily move out of the way to kind of, like almost, like throw something forward, just like maybe like a piece of like material that you hope might be able to resist this, just to give you that point to like blast through it. And it seems to be working, but there's something on the other side of the wave, and you can just feel all of it and your world go black. Same for you, Cole. Everything just goes black for a second. Cole, you will take some damage, though, too, from the...
Oh, naturally, of course.
Not as much as the previous thing, fortunately for you. And half damage, so you take
I
13.
Okay, I would have had 1 HP left.
You did take half damage.
How much? Half?
The energy will just scream into you. Like, you feel like the wave, the, like, flame wave is one thing, and then it's just this kind of, like, black mist almost of swirling all kinds of energies. There are like sparks of strange of all kinds of colors in it, almost like a rainbow, I would actually say, inside of it. And like you can just feel it, like it feels like it pours in through your eyes and your nose and your mouth, Cole, and just enters into your body, causing you to convulse. Claude, it just, like, feels like it clings on the outside of every part of your body and just is, like, forcing its way into you from every direction.
I don't like this.
I'm sure it's fine.
We'll take our first break here, as we're actually going to shift back to another 2.
Great.
You're in danger.
And probably a few seconds earlier than this.
I think we did great.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we did fantastic.
Oh,
That
we did
does-
fucking
We didn't
phenomenal.
fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
No, we didn't. In fact, we did like literally everything. No, we did get attacked. We did everything else perfectly.
Mm-hmm. Anyway,
You know that your candelabra.
That's your fuck up.
Not mine.
Snacks,
Hey,
drink,
I'm
bathroom
the
break.
smartest man, so you know.
If you need any of those, go ahead and get them. We'll be back in a little bit after our first breakout. Boop. Boop. And we're returned from the great ether. I had to reset some stuff, so sorry. I was doing that in the background, so that's why we took a little longer there. So sorry about that, folks. Just making sure everything is theoretically running smoothly. I don't know. It never runs smoothly. I'm pretend it does. But yes. So having Cole and Claud encounter stuff going on, we now switch back to Carrie and Kaz, who are in effectively like a brain stem, if you will, of this dragon. That's probably the best way to describe it. It's kind of like a brain stem.
We created it.
Yeah, and you made it more of a brain stem than it was. It already kind of was one. You made it more of one.
Damn right we did.
As you're kind of sitting here enjoying your creation, you will encounter what sounds like the mechanical roar, and you're very close to it, so it's deafening to both of you. Probably hurts your eardrums, honestly. Kind of like causes you like just cover your ears in pain, because it's that kind of like screeching, high-pitched mechanical screech that changes into like a bestial roar.
I'm replacing my ears next.
I'm surprised at this point that you can hear it all.
What?
Exactly.
Okay.
I will need both of you to roll me, honestly, reflex saves with disadvantage, as seemingly out of nowhere is a blast of energy that seems to just originate pretty much on top of you.
Disadvantage.
Oh yeah, dexterity disadvantage.
Dexterity.
Yes.
That tracks.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Nice.
Alright, let me get this dice roller out here and roll this. Both of you can take 18 straight up just damage. Not really indiscriminate type of energy, just kind of waves over you, kind of blasting both of you back.
I'd like to remind you, Carrie, because you forgot, you did have 12 temporary hit points. Thanks to my rejuvenating turret.
Mm-hmm. Of course, Terrorith will also encounter this. I'm just going to roll something there. Not good on that dragon's end. Dragons don't have dexterity, so I mean, like, yeah, just getting waved by that. And then, similarly, this just black energy will kind of, like, engulf all three of you. Carrie.
Oh, wait, I should roll for the turret.
Yeah, probably. Good luck, turret.
You can do it, little buddy.
Hang on, what's the numbers?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're level what? I'm level 10, so then it should be. Fuck, man. 16?
My grandmother.
No, 14.
Mm.
My grandpappy.
Oh, no, it is 16. So I have a +3.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Nope.
Yeah. Is the turret still around, or does it get destroyed by that?
Oh, it's definitely still around.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me see. How much health does it have? It has like a decent amount of health. Yeah, it has 55 hit points.
Okay. The blast energy will seemingly like wave over all of you. Terrorith is knocked unconscious, I will tell you by this. Carrie, you can feel like this energy is just seeping into you. like it is like attacking you, like finding places on you just to like kind of eat into your body. Claude, it is doing this, or I'm sorry, Kaz. Kaz, sorry, I too many K names again. I try to do that a lot. Kaz, it's doing the same to you. It's trying to eat into your body, but you also will feel something strange be happening. Like, you are, as you're kind of just like in seeing this, you are seeing your turret begin to go haywire and explode.
Oh. Well, I didn't make it do that.
No. So we'll kind of start here with you, Carrie.
Me.
Everything goes black for just a few seconds, like everything of all your senses. And all of a sudden you just feel this welling anger, hatred, just all around aggression, just welling forward from deep inside, as if something's drawing out something within you. And, within seconds, it all changes. Kaz, as you're feeling this kind of strange effect on you, you will see Carrie transform.
Rip.
If I go down, I'm taking you all with me.
Please do.
Claud.
I will TPK this party.
Kaz.
Yeah.
Your artifice is going out of control.
Uh-huh.
All of
That's
it.
my lungs.
Your lungs are going out of control. You're having trouble breathing right now.
I have asthma now.
Yes. Also,
Life imitates art, art imitates life.
you'll notice
Fuck, I left my inhaler downstairs.
the bag is expanding.
Oh, no. Oh, shit. Oh, God. Oh, hey, question. What does this look like? I still have the monocle on.
Oh, yeah. Give me a second. I almost forgot about the monocle. Because, yeah. God.
I did pass my con check, so I can just remove it.
You
but...
theoretically can, but strange things are going to happen for a brief second.
I'm going to keep it on. I just want to say that I could.
You could. You're actually going to get, like, what feels like minutes of visions that is actually, like, seconds that are just going to kind of flood your mind. As if you're getting some kind of, like, connection to something, somewhere. There'll be horrible visions. People being flayed alive. Some kind of skin suit being made. Dark rituals in the night. The usual.
Right.
Also, you're going to get the sense of something else. Something different than this. Something that feels off. As if, like, there's another presence there. You see visions muddled. You can hear noises, but, like, the noises are muddled in such a way you can't understand what's going on. Like, they're speaking. As somebody is approaching. And then a looming shadow of something massive. Beyond the scale that you kind of... Like, this beast, Traxos, it's big. You're like something like actually city-sized looming.
Does this presence, does it remind me of the weird jellyfish thing that we saw in the house that briefly possessed Carrion?
No.
Oh, thank fuck. Oh, thank God. Oh, good. I didn't want to have to deal with Eldrazi.
Fortunately, no. That's not the issue going on at hand, at least for now.
So I can't breathe.
You can't breathe. Your bag is getting bigger.
Mm-hmm.
Your turret exploded. Carrie's become a huge demonic monster, and at least currently has not made any motion. Your dragon's unconscious.
Dragon's unconscious. Can I fix one of those problems?
Carrie, please give me... We'll start with a wisdom save. That's a good one to start out with.
Oh, that's a horrible one to start out with. Oh, never mind.
And she'll roll well. Everything is like red. It's like... It's as if somebody has hopped you up on like it's basically like in real world you're just like on meth now basically, except it's
we're
like
trying to cut back on the drugs.
it's not actual meth, it's like spiritual, like, you know, anger, aggression, hatred, murder.
It's not actual meth, it's spiritual meth. Sorry. I'm good.
You have to think of it as like you can feel like every ounce of your being like just calling for anger and aggression, and like you're just holding yourself in as like you're kind of looking around, and you just feel the need to like you just like deep well within you just to like basically murder, like almost like a rage that can't be controlled. But you're still like managing to well it in, so you can feel that tenseness in you.
You better not, bro. I can't do this shit on my own. Don't kill me, man. You definitely can't do this shit on your own.
Do I have a choice? Can I say, yeah, no, I'm not killing Kaz?
Currently, yes.
Fuck yeah, I'm not killing Kaz.
You have control right now, but it's a very hard to control.
Tenuous.
You feel as though anything could break your will. The energy is still all around both of you that just seems to be swirling about as if it's making like honestly, an atmosphere in here. As if the entire area is adapting. As you feel like the air is actually heavy. Like you're inside like... honestly, like, visceral fluids, like blood or something, even though it's just air.
I was about to say I could breathe in that, but then I remembered that my lungs don't work.
Yeah. They haven't completely gone haywire. It seems at least them being inside your body maybe has protected them more than, let's say, your turret. And your back.
So that's not a high enough level to have replaced my arm yet. That'd be bad.
The red kind of is like still in your eyes, Carrie, but you can see that something seems wrong with Kaz, and just like also the world seems smaller.
I got a question for you.
Mm.
The dragon, is it unconscious or at like 0 hit points unconscious?
Unconscious, not 0 hit points unconscious.
Okay.
It seems to be dealing with its own existential crisis of some kind.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
Mm-hmm.
Great. So I can't, in fact, cure wounds my way out of this problem.
Not with the dragon. I mean, you do have a very powerful demonic monster which could probably pick up the dragon, but also the demonic monster probably wants to... It seems to be barely not murdering all of you.
A lesser restoration wouldn't help Carrion right now, would it?
You have no
Greater
idea.
restoration would help Carrie.
I don't have greater restoration.
You have no idea. You have only seen her forcefully change once before,
Yeah.
and this doesn't seem to be the same thing.
That was a massive influx of black mana.
That almost forced it out. This just seems like more of like an invulnerable, like almost like a hiccup, like something involuntary. Yeah. That just like all of a sudden just burst forth, like it just like triggered something.
I do know something that might help carry it. Possibly a Dispel Magic?
Weed.
I don't have any weed left. You smoked it all.
I smoked all the smoke leaf? When?
It's still weed.
I only had a pound that I bought effectively in-game like a year and a half ago.
Kaz ran out and hasn't bought more because he's trying to help you and do the same. And like he's like, I'll go cold turkey to help you.
Then give me the chamomile!
You know what? Fuck it. Yeah, I throw a fucking teabag at you. Like, get your shit together. Hey, Carrion, look at me. Look at me. I'm in a lot of pain and I can't really breathe right now. Keep it together.
Your bag of holding has now expanded to twice its size.
Do you see this?
Hey, Cass, we should get out.
Okay. How?
I'm a big demon. I could probably break something.
Well, we know where there's a hole.
You do. You probably get back out to, like, the throat, honestly. It would take a little bit for carry because you'd have to squeeze, and maybe drag a dragon. Honestly, also, something weird begins to happen. Cracks form in the sky around your bag.
In the sky around my bag?
Yeah. Like,
Cass, I think we fucked up.
I think we fucked up. Okay.
Up.
I'm gonna book it out of this joint, man.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I think we need to get out of what is effectively a concentrated nexus of a lot of mana interactions that we did create.
Yeah. It effective. Give me a Knowledge Arcana check. I'll give you this.
27.
You're pretty sure spiritually this thing is taking on an aura of its original form, and you're basically inside of its body now, interacting with its own mana energies, which is causing this probably Nexus overload. The energy is probably not good for anything that's in here. Honestly speaking, you're unsure the long-term ramifications of it also by basically being exposed to an incredible amount of energy from an Elder Dragon.
Now, I have a basic understanding of physiology.
Mm-hmm.
We in the brain. Where's the ear canal?
Do dragons have ears?
Yes.
Unfortunately, Traxos didn't have really ear canals, so...
Okay. Where's the nasal passage? Traxos had nose.
Traxos did have nose. That would be going the opposite direction than the throat, and you could probably head out towards the nose then.
That's going to be faster.
Probably. And you're going to try to bring the dragon and a carry with you. It'll be difficult to get both, but you probably could. AKA, Carrie could probably shove a dragon in front of her.
I'm big, strong demon.
As she squeezes through tunnels not made for her. As you probably...
Tunnels weren't made for any of us.
As you probably limp along, because honestly, you're not in great shape.
Me? I'm at 57 hit points.
I mean, the entirety of
Your lungs.
your lungs.
Oh, my
Hey,
lungs are
you
breaking,
need
that's
lungs.
true.
Yeah.
I'm gonna, like, if I have to, like, empower my own lungs, like, I would, no, because that will break them. I shouldn't do that. I shouldn't break the limit on my lungs. Gang, hey gang, public service announcement, don't limit break your lungs. Nothing good can happen from limit breaking your lungs.
Okay.
This has been Fish's service announcement. We're gonna go through the nose because it's the fastest egress.
Okay. So you'll start making your way towards the nose as fast as you can. Are you doing anything about your bag, which seems to be breaking reality around it?
Yeah, here's the problem, is I want the shit I have in my bag.
You're a choice of what you want to do about it.
Here's the other thing. If it's breaking,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm gonna do?
Okay.
I'm gonna throw it out in front of me. I'm gonna push it out the hole in front of me.
Okay, so you're going to kind of try to toss it outside once you get to the nose?
Yeah, here's the thing.
Uh-huh.
If it breaks and, like, opens a portal to wherever the fuck, because extra dimensional space. That's going to happen inside the dragon, and that might hurt the dragon, and we don't want the dragon to be hurt, because then it might just turn back into Traxos, and we don't want that.
Okay.
My other theory is that maybe getting it out will stop it from doing whatever the fuck is happening, and then I get my bag back.
Cole, you're probably going to wake up first. Honestly, this, as I described previously, the air in here is heavy. It feels as though you're, like, moving through a liquid. It feels bad about it. Like, you can also notice, like, there's something strange about you now. Like, you feel as though, like, something has awakened in you that you're not quite sure what it is. Noting, I previously talked to Momo that something was going to happen and what this was. So Momo knows what's happening.
Remember some of it.
Okay, great. We'll talk about it more later.
Yeah.
Great. Anyway, Claud is a goo man who looks like he's trying to melt, but not melting.
I'm never going to get used to that. Also, what did you fucking idiots do? I just lay on the floor in pain for a little bit.
Buddy, you should get out.
Claude.
Right.
Dozens of screaming voices are just in your head now, as if, like, something has caused... I would say, like, it's almost as if, like, the voices that are normally there, something's just riled them up. So now they're just...
I have no idea what that could be.
Yeah. As, like, you can feel your own mind, like, bouncing constantly between places, as if it's, like, bouncing all over the place. It's, like, almost like it's hyper-energized, too. But it's having, like, a negative result to you, almost. Like, they're having trouble maintaining anything. Because, honestly, you're somewhere in your own brain. You realize that you're somewhere in your own mind, but you can't quite touch yourself, like your actual physical body. Like, the voices are just drawing you into this echo chamber that's just bouncing you all around.
I'm gonna try to concentrate on the giant's voice.
Sure.
You love that giant form, man.
He does really love that giant form.
Also had a good bonding experience with it.
He actually did have a good bonding experience with that.
It's
Roll me intelligence save. You can roll one of those.
Can you?
Actually, I get +4 at least.
Alright. Not a bad roll. You kind of try to concentrate on that one voice, and you can kind of hear it almost like speak up to you. You realize maybe it's the only voice that's not shouting at you. Maybe it is because you had that bond where you... It's almost like you accepted that portion of your soul, you know, and understood it, that you can kind of reach out to it and feel it a lot more as you begin to bring yourself back into your own body, where, honestly speaking, you're having trouble maintaining a form. There'll be, like, as you kind of get up, you're in your natural state, but all of a sudden there'll be kind of almost like random mutations that you'll almost kind of like almost try to shape change into something and then revert back. So it's kind of like, it's just kind of like one of your arms will start to get larger and then kind of like draw back in and stuff. As you're having trouble like maintaining any sort of form. This place is just, it's messing with you. And something seems to be wrong with Cole. There's like black wisps around him, and he like seems to be like emanating some kind of strange like energy now that you hadn't seen him have before. Some other kind of magic that you hadn't seen him access. Okay. You're not sure if it's something he could actually use from before, and maybe it's defensively activating, or it's something else that's just resulted in the interaction between this place. Because obviously something is wrong here, you know.
Cole, can you move?
Can I move? I try to move.
Not very easily.
It hurts, but I can probably do it.
I'm going to concentrate into my head for a second. And I'm horrible at saying his name. Jolsged. Jolsged?
Yes.
How do I pronounce that?
Probably the J sound, because it's, very Viking.
Jolsged. Give me the strength to get him out of here. Please.
So, Cole, what you're going to see is, like, all of a sudden, Claud's arms are gonna bulk up and become, like, really big. As they're not quite, like, filling of this area, but certainly they've expanded, like, huge sized. As, like, you can see his body is struggling. I'm assuming you kind of scoop him up and, like, drag yourself along then almost.
This isn't even the weirdest thing today.
Tell me you left the spell slot to be able to transport yourself out of here.
I can get out of here if you find me a line of sight.
That's where we're going.
As you see, like, for a second there, like, one of Cole's arms just kind of, like, goes, like, a little, like, maybe transparent and slips through your hand for a second before he kind of lifts it up and it turns back to normal.
Please hold together. Please hold together. I'm falling apart too. We can't both fall apart at the same time.
I'm old. I was already falling apart.
I'm older than you. Shut up.
This is how I cope.
You will eventually kind of limp your way back towards where the hole was, where you can see it is almost completely gone at this point in time.
Can he at least see through it?
No. But, Cole, you do have the sense that maybe you could escape?
Alright. How close am I to this, like...
I just have to check something.
I guess
that you can
or
do,
whatever.
If I remember, there it is. I should make sure I know, like, I'm giving you the correct thing for what this does, because we discussed it before. There you go. Okay. Yeah, that was early. We were saying that one was earlier.
I'll lift you up where you belong.
You, effectively, you know that you could probably shadow walk outside.
Okay, I'll just pull up this wording of this thing and...
Mm-hmm.
Alright, yeah, I'll, reach my hand out and focus on the outside. And I'll see what happens.
You are going to pop yourself onto the outside of this thing. And, honestly, give me an athletics. You're sliding down the outside of this thing, because you were... it is...
let that check, 'cause I'm pretty fucked up currently.
Yeah. You are sliding down. You will have another attempt. Actually, give me a dexterity save, then. You will get one of those. Okay. We'll worry about that in a second, as you're going to be sliding down the outside of this thing. Fortunately, you're falling into water.
Yes, but water at high speeds is still...
It's still painful. I mean, yes. Claude. Cole just disappears. Maybe it's the magic he used before. You don't know.
Okay, I'm going to see if I can get up there and squeeze through what's the remaining of a hole there.
It's tough, but you can. But you can feel as though it's like trying to crush your very being, as if it's closing up while you're trying to squeeze through there. It does not feel pleasant, and you'll kind of like ooze out on the other side, kind of like also then just sliding down. Not in a form that you can actually like grab onto something right away. Still feeling some effect of whatever was in there. You could try your own dexterity save to grab yourself.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Dex. Come on, baby.
Now, because you're both kind of at the same kind of time, you can see Cole falling in front of you. Do you want to try to, like, goop out and grab him?
I will try to see if I can...
Give a little stretch, because you were giving some of those earlier?
Phrase it like that. That's weird.
I will goop you up where you belong.
That's much better, thank you.
Uh-huh.
Kind of... You want another deck save?
Yeah, another deck save.
Come on, Daddy needs a new pair of shoes. Yes.
All right. As you kind of, like, latch on and kind of, like, probably your arm stretches a little bit, honestly, because you're still not in, like, great shape. You'll kind of lash down your other arm, still maybe, like, having a little bit of that largeness that from when you called upon your giant, and kind of just, like, grab Cole by the foot, and then maybe you don't quite squeeze yourself back together, which you're kind of hoping, but you're kind of, like, stretched out, you're like, oh, I was hoping I'd return back to normal. Yeah. So
Got a really long arm.
As long as he's not falling to his death,
Really
I'm
long.
happy.
Yeah. You probably got him by the foot, so he's like face forward down here, I assume. But you're on the back of this thing, which feels... The metal is no longer as smooth as it was. It's kind of scaly. It's still metal, so it's still smooth. But there's kind of like a weird scale texture to the outside of everything now.
Remind me to kill Kaz later.
I'm already gonna be dead, bitch.
Bold of you to assume Carrie would allow that.
Carrie, you and a dragon will go tumbling out of a nostril.
You've been sneezed out.
Forcefully sneezed each other out.
Real quick, I don't know what this bag is gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna cast Levitate on it and just have it float out into space away from people.
Okay.
That way I can also bring it back to me if it stops expanding and exploding. But that does mean I can't cast Fly on myself. Please catch me.
And have I not catched you?
Are you catching a dragon too?
You're already carrying the dragon.
I mean, you kind of were pushing the dragon from behind, so I'm like, comically, just you shove it out and then you have to grab it on the other side kind of thing.
Oh, can I make a deck save to catch myself at the outside of the nostril?
Sure.
I'm not good at deck saves.
Hmm.
Try that first. If you fail, then I'll just drop the dragon and catch you.
I fail.
I'm dropping the dragon and catching Kaz.
Alright, dragon's
Dragon
going down.
will reincarnate.
I'm more loyal to Kaz than anything else.
Oh no, dragon's unconscious. I was gonna say dragon has wings. That make like dragon's unconscious.
Dragon's unconscious.
Well, you could just catch me and then go after the dragon. I'm small. I'll just be like clinging to your back. You're big. You're large. Hi. Okay. Hi. Can I breathe easier now that I'm outside of the dragon?
It's not happening right away.
Oh, good. Great.
Mm-hmm. So, your bag will float up into the air for a little bit. And then the universe will crack apart at its location. Almost like a pane of glass breaking. For a brief second, you think you see a massive eye looking through it.
Oh, no.
Just for a second. And then it seemingly disappears. But the hole in the glass pane is still there. Up in the sky.
I put a hole in the sky?
You put a hole in the sky.
Where's my bag?
What are you?
In the hole in the sky.
The bag is still there?
You have no idea. It's a hole in the sky.
Hey, Kaz, you want me to go into that hole in the sky and try and find your bag?
Oh, I'm still a little apart. Catch the dragon first.
Why?
Because I can't, because I still don't know how to speak ancient elder dragon.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'm gonna catch the dragon.
See, so I still have the levitate spell. Am I levitating a hole in the sky?
You don't know at this point in time. You feel like
Can
your
I roll
magic.
Arcana?
Sure.
This is batshit. 16.
All right.
Drink your own blood.
So you're fairly certain. You have no fucking idea. This is beyond a scope that you could have thought about. You're like looking at this, and it is, you are pretty sure it's something to deal with the dimensional fabric. That there was some kind
that I fuck with constantly.
Yes. Normally, you do it in such a small degree that it doesn't really matter. But just whatever has happened now has amplified all of that to an extreme degree.
There was a lot of magical items in that bag.
You do not know what has happened to anything from it right now.
Okay.
I will say that.
Okay, catch the dragon, and then I want to go take a look at the hole that I put in the sky.
I'm gonna go catch the dragon.
Okay. You could probably... Honestly speaking, I don't know what you want to do with the dragon.
I just drop the dragon, like...
Dragon's like, as you grab the dragon begins to seemingly wake up. Isn't there quite yet. As you're kind of floating up towards the bag, you'll both get the feeling that something is staring at you.
Uh-huh. Oh, I'm gonna look at Traxos. Is Traxos staring at us?
Very much so.
Oh.
Traxos is very different now.
All according to plan.
Are you sure?
In a booming kind of like deep resonating voice, some kind of like guttural growl-like language just seems to echo throughout the entire region, shaking like everything. You can feel like the land shaking at the voice, as if it's speaking something that like just invokes power itself. As your half-awake dragon will kind of like be like, get up and be like, it wants to know who woke it up.
It was a group effort.
The name specifically?
I do not understand it completely.
Okay.
It seems a little upset, perhaps.
Sure, no one likes to be woken up from a nap. Okay, tell it that we did.
There is another response that's quite terse, quite short, but even more echoing and loud. And both of you can just sense hostility from the words that are said. It wants to know why.
Okay, how honest do we want to be? We want to be honest with the big dragon that could knock us out of the sky with a single glance, right? Here's what I know about dragons. They love it when you flatter them. I don't know how well that's going to work.
That doesn't
Give me a
always
moment.
work with us.
Did you say it does or doesn't?
It doesn't always work with us.
Yeah, okay.
Particularly those of us of older variety tend to not care as much.
Oh, great. Okay, I've only dealt with...
Lesser beings and all. No offense.
No fair. I'm from Shiv, I get it. Okay. Tell the dragon that we woke it up to take back possession of the body that was stolen from it. And to stop it from destroying everything. Just tell the truth. We woke it up to return possession of its body to itself, and to stop it from destroying
Yeah.
Dominaria as we know it.
Teverith will respond in kind, and even when Teverith speaks this language, it is also sort of loud and guttural. It's like a voice that seems larger than the creature that is next to you, you know, and you can feel the reverberations coming from its body, even. Like, it's just speaking the language seems to just have an effect on it. Maybe it's just because it's so young, honestly. It makes it I cough. Difficult to communicate that way. But it will respond back. Traxos, or perhaps Piru at this point in time, will approach slowly, kind of drawing close, as there's like a strange breath that kind of comes from it. And it's not a normal breath. It's not a hot breath. It's not a breath that feels like it's alive. It feels like just like a breath of, like, honestly, death. It just kind of expels. It just kind of, like, you feel like even without, like, any kind of detect magic, you could just feel, like, necrotic energies, like, pouring over both of you. Just like a speckle of it that kind of, like, exhales the energy.
Like radiation.
Yeah. It'll just stand there for what seems like a little, for maybe minutes. You're not sure exactly how long. It just stares you down, thinking about what you've done. It's obviously pondering it and considering its options.
Carrion, I don't know if we fucked up or not.
I mean, probably, but also, when have we not?
We didn't have a better option, right?
Probably not.
Probably not. Look, we did the best with what we had. What does Traxos / Piru look like to me right now? How wild is this dragon looking?
It looks kind of like the skeletal remains of a dragon with its scales and skins still on top of it, almost.
Like a Halloween decoration.
Kind of like that, or like, you know, it decayed away and the scales remained kind of thing.
Oh, so it's like gaunt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
So it's like all like because the tough outer hide was all that remained as the insides kind of just ate away.
Is the metal gone?
The metal is formed into this. So yeah.
Cool. We did that.
Yeah. No. You created the universe's first cyber Dracolich.
Congratulations.
That's cool as fuck. Are you kidding me? A cyber Dracolich?
Yeah.
That's my resume.
Kamigawa could never.
No, I mean, I'm going to agree. They have spirit dragons. They aren't really the same as, you know, like elder dragons. They're different, powerful in their own ways, so they really couldn't, you know, honestly speaking. I will agree on this.
I'm gonna...
Traxos will speak up then again, booming its voice, and Teverith will translate. I can see your plight. The bastardization, the defilement of my death into this body, but to raise my spirit from the dead, bring me back to this creature anathema to all things in existence. I breathe death now, and I feel it with every fiber of my being. It screams for me to slaughter you all. It is fortunate that I am far more powerful than any twisted enchantment that could have been placed upon me. The wicked wound that seems to have been growing in this body has been cleansed.
Oh, good. That was was Team C that did that one. Great.
So,
We succeed.
what would you have me do now? I am a being long since dead out of the past. I sense no strength of my own blood left in this world. I sense that time has gone by far than I would have wished for. Yet you bring me back to this world so different from my own. You worms beneath my feet. The respect I had once could not be said at this point. Like children, you have decided to play with powers far beyond your own and have caused this change in me. Both times.
I would not presume to tell an Elder Dragon what to do, of course. I'm just a goblin. I would think that the Elder Dragon could do as it wished, so long as it preferably didn't kill everyone. Cash. Wait, what's our dragon's name again?
Tervarith.
Teferis, feel free to make this sound good, because I'm not good at that. Just what's this? What you are now is new, as far as I can tell. This hasn't been done before, so I think it's largely up to you to define what you are and how you live. You are an Elder Dragon in life and death. That does not change.
Awakened by a tiny goblin, a demon, and a bastard child of one of my siblings. Laughable.
Oh, there were others.
There were, no, we did the awakening. Us three specifically did.
Still?
Yeah, but they helped.
Still. There's both wisdom in your actions and foolishness.
That tracks.
Look, we had few options. The body you inhabit is known as Traxos, the Scourge of Droog. It is a draconic engine capable of mass destruction of the entire plane. We felt that was unfavorable, to put it mildly.
What of the crack in the world you have created?
That was an accident, and completely unintended. And I am going to try to fix that as soon as I know how it happened.
Kaz, can we actually fix a hole in the world?
I have no idea, but I'm going to try. I feel partially responsible for it. We should call Nim after this conversation is done.
Oh, Nim's gonna be so disappointed.
Nim's gonna be so mad at us.
Oh no! Radiant's gonna be so mad.
Radiant's gonna be so pissed at you specifically.
What did I do?
Look at yourself.
It wasn't my fault.
No, well, the hole wasn't my fault, but
You brought a bag into it.
I brought a bag. Okay?
I just
Sorry,
want
we're
myself.
arguing amongst ourselves when we should be clearly addressing you, the Elder Dragon. I did not intend to create this hole within this fabric of reality. However, I do intend to fix it. I have an understanding of the mechanics of what this might possibly be based simply on what my bag was.
You have neither the strength nor the intellect to do such things, tiny creature.
Okay.
But I have chosen benevolence this day.
Thank fuck.
That's good.
Yes.
As much as my new life is so different from anything that I would have wished, it is life again, and perhaps I can find signs of my kin somewhere left in this world. Mine is a form not fit for such traversal, but I may learn over time, or send sense to others. so I shall leave you and your tiny ways. The great north will be where I shall go, away from all your kind until I can learn more about what I may be or do. Till that time as comes, that I understand the truth of what you have created this day, merging my soul with artifice, invention. I can see the memories of this creature you've put me into, the bloodshed, the creation, the madness, the monstrosities that came about from your various species on this world after you attempted to slaughter us all and rid us from our proper place ahead of you. You sought power and strength beyond what you could control and let it consume you all. My beloved forgave you, assisted some of your more powerful folks, but their strength seems to have waned, their energy's gone. The great travelers are no more. Still, my experience with them has taught me a thing or two. So far, only some things have escaped into this world, nothing truly dangerous. But through your hole, things have seen a sight. You've grabbed the attention of more places in the multiverse than Dominaria is normally accustomed to. And it is accustomed to many eyes. A beacon has been lit. One that is a reminder, perhaps, to transgressions past. The infectious ones are not gone. I sensed this for the brief seconds I purified myself of their taint. They thought to convert and control something far beyond their strength. Fools. But for now, more of your kin, demon, have come upon this world. You have unleashed a dinner bell for them, so perhaps in the dark corners, dark whispers and prayers are being answered now far more readily than you expected. This is what you have done. What effects this will have are for you to deal with. Your kind will continue to plague itself with your madness and reaches for power. I look down upon all of you. Piru will kind of back away from you and open its kind of like, just open its mouth wide. And just this kind of breath will come out, bathing itself upon the crack in the sky.
Does my bag fall out?
The crack kind of will like almost like melt out of existence, but it's like a kind of weird like mending back forth that kind of starts with the breath, and then afterwards you will see it like kind of back away, and in like the same language you think it chants a spell of some kind of ritual casting after the energy has been laid onto the site. As this almost magic circle will form in the sky around it, glowing with actually white runes.
Neat.
The whole will slowly come together, and there will be kind of a weird pop at the end, and a bunch of things will rain out of the sky.
Oh, my shit. Oh, my shit. Fuck, we gotta collect that. There are 6 duster boxes. 6 duster boxes. Fuck. The rock I used to call Nim is in there.
I love the fact this is all happening while there's two really small things crawling down its back.
Oh, yeah. What are the two of you doing, honestly? Just trying to get away?
Yeah.
Yes! I'm trying to get back down into the
My
water.
barely conscious self is trying to escape this shit.
Yeah. You will eventually both get down into the water and be able to sort of get away. One of you is a sort of...
Well, he has the Cloak of the Manta Ray on.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll try to turn back into my mermaid form.
Cole.
Yeah.
Claude, you will also hear this. You can kind of turn into your mermaid form, but you'll be like half mermaid, half your true form, and it's just weird because you're not good at it right now. Something's wrong. Anyway,
You're a blobfish.
You're like a blobfish.
Oh, no.
Cole, as you're kind of like getting help from the blobfish, you'll hear this voice, and Claude, you're going to hear it too. Strange things have gone on. I'm glad we got out of there.
Who the fuck?
Who said that? I'm gonna look around.
You can hear me now. Excellent.
Hear who?
Your staff is talking.
I'm not even touching that one.
Hell yeah.
His staff was already intelligent, but could only communicate with emotions, and now it has gained the ability to communicate with words. And
You're
speak
welcome.
aloud.
How much of this have you seen?
More than enough. Let's get the
Yeah.
fuck out of here.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
I'm
I'm
taking
going to
credit
kill a
for this.
goblin.
I've done nothing wrong.
Bold of you to assume you could.
Exactly, I can't do anything.
No. Other
Kill
one.
him. I'm just going to
Other one.
slap him.
I am a very big demon right now. You're not killing Cass.
I have the best bodyguard in existence. A
Like
very
I
pissed
said.
off librarian.
Your very pissed off librarian, though, could easily lose control if it went into combat and try to murder everyone.
Yes.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I don't really care.
Very pissed off librarian. We need to pick up all of these things.
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I have big hands.
I have a grappling hook.
I have
Oh, wait,
big
I don't know
hands.
what's in the bag.
I have a grappling it's in the back.
Are you gonna go fishing?
No, the fishing rod was in the bag.
One of the
it's a
first things I
grappling
grab
hook.
is the grappling hook.
Thank God. We use the grappling hook to collect shit.
You can go fishing with a grappling hook.
I'm
So-
literally just gonna take as much time as I can to collect everything.
Okay. We will go over everything in the bag, because I will tell you, things in the bag are different than what they were.
Oh no. What did you do to my trashy romance novels?
They're now trashy. They're now trashy.
One in the bag.
They're now trashy sci-fi novels? What the hell
Oh,
is sci-fi?
wait.
I've invented a new genre. I invented two things today. Science fiction and cyber Dracoliches, which are already science fiction.
So is it a science fiction double feature show?
Yes.
Yes.
Again, barely ever saw that movie.
I know, but I had to go there.
Anyway,
I gotta listen to the song.
Piru is going to then, once everything seems done, let out another roar, at which all the dragon engines will stop and go to basic sleep again. Seemingly just disrupted. And she's just going to travel north. Disappear somewhere far off into the Northlands. The frozen wastes that are at the north of all of Dominaria. Basically your version of Antarctica, which is in the north, surprisingly, not in the south. There is also a continent in the south, but you have both the north and the south pole.
So it's
If you
Greenland.
go north enough, you'll hit Antarctica.
I mean,
Yeah.
You need to go so far north that you're going south.
yes.
Exactly.
I'm on board.
Yes. She's going to disappear into the ancient Northland, the Arctic continent, to the north. far beyond what you know, leaving you behind to perhaps return and do stuff or not. You don't know.
It's gone.
She did choose to be nice to you. I mean, you were honest with her, and she accepted that. You know, like, you decided to do something really stupid to hopes that it wouldn't cause absolute destruction, because the other option was probably absolute destruction.
Was definitely absolute destruction.
We had two options in the brain. We could either create Dracoliches or just summon the spirit and ask it nicely, which wasn't a guarantee. This one, 100% guarantee of it working 90% of the time to work 80%.
We also have the option of letting my creator talk to the dragon.
No, we didn't.
I did not to consider that a serious option.
I'm not saying it would have been a great option. I'm saying it's an option.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I forgot that was an option.
It's for the best.
That's how bad of an option it was.
I mean,
now that you mention it, I do kind of remember it.
I'm going to tell you, it was technically not a bad option overall. Was it a worse option than you have now? I will not tell you. I had ideas if you used that.
I need to call someone.
Is it Nim?
It's Nim.
Honestly,
the stone was in the bag.
Stone was in the bag.
You can. I will say one of the first things you'll find is the stone.
Nice.
And it's not a stone anymore.
Oh.
You're pretty sure it's the same, but it looks like a crystal ball now.
Neat.
I thought it was gonna be a walkie-talkie.
Yeah, like a cell phone.
Okay, I will use it.
Okay, you're like activate it, and like all of a sudden appearing in like in the crystal ball will be a form that looks like Nim, and he's like, "Oh, that's strange. This thing just changed shape all of a sudden."
Hi. Oh my God, Nim. Oh my God.
What the hell did you do?
Oh, okay.
You know what? That's the perfect reaction because, yeah.
So here's what happened. We got in the head.
We done fucked up.
Well, no, honestly, best case scenario, if I'm being completely honest with you, Nim, that's not my normal blustering. This could have gone so badly. Best case scenario. We got in the head and realized that rather than just summon the spirit and ask it to possess, we could put the spirit back. So we put the spirit back into the body.
Am I required to arrive there and save your asses?
No. We had a nice conversation, and the dragon has decided to keep its possessed body and live in the northern continent away from people and contemplate its new existence. That's not the bad part.
The bad part is whether it makes certain decisions later on.
Okay, that's not the only bad part.
Right. What's next?
I temporarily tore a hole in the sky.
Multiverse.
It's fixed. We fixed it.
We did not fix it. No, we did not fix it. The dragon fixed it.
When have we ever fixed anything?
The bag that I had, the extra dimensional space, reacted to being within the presence of the dragon's aura and shattered reality. So, it seems that the things that were in the bag have changed, which is why the stone is now as it is.
This is disconcerting. This is not the first time Dominaria has faced an issue with shattered realities, and I'm worried that even though it seems as though our dragon associate seems to have cured this for now, there could be repercussions.
Something did look at me through the shattered ray.
That is also disconcerting.
What is it, just a single?
It just looked like
eye.
just a single massive eye.
Yes, just one eye.
I mean, your crack in the sky was massive too, I will tell you. Like, you know, it like filled the sky for a while. So the eye would probably be like Piru sized.
So you know the rough size of an elder dragon? Rough estimate. I don't know what you've seen.
Not an elder dragon. They're far older creatures than even myself.
No. The eye was that big.
Hard to say if that is just some actual creature or some manifestation of its strength, its sight.
Either way, I don't want it watching me, but I don't think I have a choice anymore. Am I able to breathe normally now?
You're getting better. Your lungs are seemingly stabilizing. It seems as though, like, honestly, being away from Piru, who's leaving, is having a good effect on you.
Other than that, things went well.
Well, I'm stuck in demon.
Oh, right. Carrion is stuck in massive demon form at the moment.
I
don't know if you knew Carrion could do that.
really want to kill things.
We're
Like
gonna
a lot.
fix that. We're gonna fix that.
I hope so.
Is
I don't
Radiant
like-
there?
Radiant is around somewhere.
What Radiant?
I would suggest going to her and at least checking in with her about things. I'll see if I could contact someone to maybe come and help with this entire thing and to look into your issue.
Do you think the druids are gonna be mad at me?
Honestly, I don't know. It left, but you created something quite dangerous. Fortunately, not
Yeah.
to the multiverse itself, but to Dominaria, yes. Very easily,
Well-
the creature you created could probably be another apocalyptic event on it
Was-
itself.
Was Piru an evil elder dragon?
It seems like it indeed was Piru. Fortunate for you. Good news is she was not necessarily evil. She was, according to the stories, best described as neutral towards humans and humanoids. Her
Okay, well, she
mate
seemed
was more
really
benevolent.
angry, actually.
Her mate was more benevolent. But as far as I know, her mate is long since dead, just as she was.
She seemed kind of pissed.
Well,
We did kind of bring her back to life
I
without
meant,
asking.
well, right. You know, you're right. We should have asked during that brief period of time where we were in the realm of the dead. Speaking of Nim, gotta talk to you about that. We'll do that later. You sure we should have asked her before when, you know, I couldn't talk and you were a shadow demon. That's when we should have asked. Carrion, good idea. I shouldn't be sarcastic at you right now. You could just kill me.
Yeah, you know, I'm keeping those old urges.
greetings,
very proud
ancient elf. I recall one of my previous lives having encountered you. I had a conversation with all of them. It was not pleasant. Many of them are more upset with things than myself. It has caused me to reflect more upon my own memories. Seems as though maybe I should take the current incarnation of Daragaz's advice and seek redemption for my own past lives and their transgressions. Also, ouch.
Yeah.
Are you by chance traveling to Shiv at any time?
Oh, that's our next stop.
I will accompany you. I wish to meet with Daragaz's reincarnation. We have much to discuss.
So Shivan's dragons are, like, universally dicks. Just heads up.
I have heard tales of its attempts to be more benevolent and help with the rulership of your country.
Okay. Let's find our two friends in the water.
You
Yeah,
will
sure.
be able to find, not making
Wait,
much
wait.
headway, if you want to go looking for them.
Actually, no. Drop me on the Hellkite. Put me on the Hellkite.
Yeah,
The Hellkite will help. It's a boat.
yeah.
Like,
You
drop
will be
me
able
on
to find Claude and Cole. There's something weird, like, Cole has got, like, weird, like, wisps of darkness coming off of him, and Claude is, like, a half-goo fish man.
What does Cole look like to me?
Cole.
I haven't taken the monocle off.
Monocle
Monocle helped me find all the shit from my bag, probably.
Give me an Arcana check, actually.
Okay. I'm like the doctor, like the resident medical professional, but only for magic shit.
Yeah.
Eh.
Okay,
You have a sonic screwdriver.
Not that kind of doctor.
can you give me also, like, honestly...
Also, you broke my screwdriver.
Honestly, like, the monocle seems to still be, like, I will tell you, it still functions, but it seems to be, in a way, maybe, like, things aren't as overwhelming. Like, something's happened to it that it's less efficient, but it also doesn't hurt your brain as much anymore.
Oh, fuck yeah, I'm never taking it off now.
So...
If it doesn't hurt me anymore, I'm just keeping it on.
It's like... It still has, you know... It's like... It's fixed some of the downsides, but reduced some of the effectiveness, I'll say, kind of like.
That's fine. It was overwhelming before.
Also, like, I will tell you, you think it had a connection to the witch, and it's no longer there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fuck off.
good, man. This thing was like, not to reference a science fiction movie nobody's seen, but it's like fucking being on the John dies at the end soy sauce when I'm fucking wearing this monocle, which was described as like plugging a car radio up to like a SETI satellite, getting signals from all over the place.
It takes you a little longer to sort of read things, is one of the things about it. So it's definitely not a... You feel like perhaps you couldn't use this in combat situations, but like when you have a lot of time, you could probably use it to like analyze things a little bit better. And I will tell you, it's very odd, but you think effectively Cole has awakened something inside his being. Some kind of energy source that seems to be inside of him.
Okay.
You're not sure exactly what's happened, but it also seems to be dynamic change. It's sort of like also like Claude seems to have an issue with there's way too much basically mana of all kinds in his body, and it seems to be disrupting his ability to concentrate on one form, and because most of the times one form pertains to one mana or the other. Normally as he shifts, he's not actually changing his mana pattern, that stays normal. He's just changing his affinities, so to say, his outer affinities. Kind of like masking his true affinities. In this case, both are kind of scrambled to a degree. His actual natural affinities have been overwhelmed, and he's kind of been scrambled to a degree, then, with too much energy of all colors.
Oh, that's no problem. I can fix that. I just need to use the candelabra.
You see it attached to me.
It's hanging off there, and it don't look too good.
Hey, Cole.
What?
You remember how you were talking about we were all these wild things and you're just some guy? Update on that.
You're not just some guy, you dumb fuck.
Actually, he kind of is. I will tell you what you've realized has happened. He's awakened a second Sorcerer's Bloodline.
Oh. Okay. So
which normally they don't have. They only have one. That's really weird for it to for him to have two.
You have a bizarre amount of like genetic magic coursing through you now.
I'm not even going to pretend to understand what that means.
Okay. There was power inside of you that you already had, right? That you use for your spells?
Yes.
There's a second source of that now inside of you.
Great.
Well, it was always there. It's just active now.
I don't feel good.
Does staff have anything to say about this?
I have already absorbed some of your powers and enhanced myself thanks to your abilities.
What the fuck?
Hello.
Yeah, the staff can talk.
I was always intelligent, but I could not communicate until now. I have been enhanced by this magical energies. The gift of the Elder has been quite great in evolving me into a much more powerful artifact than I was ever before.
Okay,
Talking stick.
I'm gonna deal with that later. Claude,
This dick talks, I'm broken.
you're No, you're not broken. You have a lot of excess energy
I don't know. He
inside.
looks
No,
like
you're
he was
broken.
fucked up.
You just.
I'm going to go lie down.
Carrie's also a gigantic demonic monster right now.
Hi.
We
What
need
happened to
go.
Carrie?
That's
Why is
Carrion.
she in that form?
hey,
And is
you
she
saw
gonna
the-
kill us?
No, you saw the big crack in the sky, right?
No, I was
What?
too busy trying to swim in an ocean and climb out of the back of a dragon's neck that was trying to crush me.
There definitely wasn't the crack in the sky. Don't worry about it.
Alright, I'm gonna go find alcohol.
Where's
Well,
your
you're
bag?
you're on a ship. Of course we have alcohol.
Where's
the
your
bag-
bag?
God, where's my tea?
I will note, your staff will also just hover after you now if you just want to put it down.
Hell yeah. Let's go.
Let's go back to Yavimea and regroup.
Carrie, can you get out of that form? Are you stuck?
I have no idea.
We're gonna find Radiant.
Honestly,
Yeah.
like,
Here's your
You-
candelabra. I think he broke it.
Oh, you pieces of shit.
I didn't do anything. He broke it. He shoved it in a black hole thingy.
You just.
It did what you wanted us to do, though. It took the black energy out.
Of course it did.
Also, it
Wasn't supposed to break.
it also took all the. It killed the Phyrexian oil that was in there.
meow. Hi, Damien. It's about midnight, so it means it's time for you to show up and meow at me.
Especially Meow Night.
Mm-hmm.
Cat.
Cat.
Yeah, apparently Phyrexian oil, when it is no longer active, kind of burns.
I will tell you, Kaz, that probably is not what happened. Probably after it was inactive, the horrible, the gigantic dragon monster boiled its existence away, using its powers basically to be like, "Fuck you, you're not in my body anymore."
Like a
Come
very
back.
contained fever.
I come
Yes.
back with a bottle of alcohol at this point.
Yes.
Okay. Full sails. Back to Yavimea. I'm gonna try to flag down, you know, Radiant. And Cash.
Cash is currently gone and landed with a mostly destroyed. Well, it's still intact and probably could be repaired, but her
The
ship
Emerald.
got the shit beat out of it. The Emerald Wing, yeah, it got the shit beat out of it, so it ain't great.
Yeah. Radiant, though.
Radiant will probably arrive now with a very stern, unhappy look on her face, looking kind of to all of you, then looking to probably to Cole, to you, to be like, really? This happened?
Look, I have no idea.
Just as she kind of shows up, you're like, look, I don't, oh god.
Look, they gave me the person who knows how to do two things: blow things up with magic and stab things. A powerful magical item to deal with some form of mana. What did you think would happen?
Didn't expect
It went surprisingly well.
Also, this talks now.
Indeed.
Radiant, we ripped a hole in the sky.
Also,
I
they did
saw!
Okay. I'm feeling a lot of judgment right now. I just
Guys,
want
I said we.
I'm from Radiant is judging us. I don't feel like you're judging me at all. Radiant, we did not intentionally tear a hole in the sky. I didn't wake up this morning like I'm gonna shatter reality.
I know.
Okay.
Yes.
I contained the problem. The bag was just going to fall. I ensured it didn't shatter the surface of the world. I put it up there.
Radiant, I'm melting.
He is melting.
He has
And I'm really
a lot
angry.
of madness riddling his body.
Whatever he did to that dragon screwed me up.
Okay.
Whatever
okay.
he did this to me.
Okay. Lot of
You
judgment
gotta
from
talk
everyone.
and more powerful. I'm melting.
Don't be mean to Kaz. It makes me angry.
Hey, She-Hulk.
They broke my candelabra, which honestly, right now, would solve all of these problems if it was broken.
I did not touch your candelabra. He did.
I'm going to try to repair it using my repair artifice ability.
Honestly, it's... You probably need a little bit more than that at this point in time. You need to figure something out. It's also, like, fused to, like, a chunk of something. You're not quite sure what.
I think it's Phyrexian oil.
Normally, I would go into my bag to my workshop and fix this.
Your workshop's on the bottom of the ocean right now.
I need a new ladder. I need a new bag. I just need to find a bag, then I can make it better again. Because here's the thing. I've learned no lessons from shattering reality. I'm still gonna toy around with extra dimensional spaces. Nobody can stop me. I'm the only one who knows how to do it, or at least I will be as soon as I kill that other goblin. If this creates mana bursts every time I activate it, can't we also track the other bag using the same method? I'll consider that later.
They're just quiet from everybody.
I'll just cast Claud.
just
I'll
went,
just cast Claud. They'll fix you at some point.
Okay, Radiant, before anything, can you help at least Carrion diffuse?
I'm fine. I'm not killing anyone. Right now.
I'm gonna put on some tea.
That might be good. Honestly. Tea? Maybe something that she can punch to get her aggressions out?
Okay, Carrion.
I honestly don't know what's happened to her because, there's not a lot of actual energy in her. It's just, she's transformed.
again.
I don't like the idea of that.
It's probably reversible. I just don't know how off the top of my head. I assumed after you transformed before you could do it again. I mean, it is
it
part
created
of
a swamp.
Yes, but also she had awakened something unusual and drawn in a lot of power. I don't think she's drawing on the same power necessarily.
Could you help Claude then?
Odd scoop.
He just
Maybe?
needs to be sorted. He has a lot of excess mana that's all jumbled up. It just needs to be categorized again.
We can try with Claude. I guess let's
Cool.
head back to the druids and just see what we can do.
I'm gonna take Carrion to the artillery and have her just lob stuff into the ocean to work out some.
Yeah!
She might also punch the artillery, I'm gonna assume. Like, you know, if she gets very angry, she just might start punching stuff too. But she can work out some aggression. Certainly.
I'm just thinking about that TikTok's just like, I want to go to war! I want a lightsaber!
It's a good one.
We could always ask our druid friend to summon a squirrel army.
I could help right now.
Can I go to a squirrel rave?
No, well, maybe.
I don't think they're having one right now.
I think a lot of squirrels died.
No.
Manuel didn't.
Did Manuel die within the dragon?
Did you?
No, we left Manuel on the mainland.
Yeah, you left Manuel on the mainland, so he's not dead. Theoretically.
Didn't I give Manuel to Radiant?
You did. Radiant will give you Manuel.
Yay!
Manuel, which
Ah!
is the mainland.
Manuel is not dead, but is unconscious, having seen you and fallen over unconscious.
Oh, I'm
Like
sorry, but
it's like frozen with fear, with this like look on
I
its
feel
face.
bad,
Okay, we need
but I
to
also
fix.
feel angry.
We need to fix Claude. We need to fix.
Yes.
Radiant, you help fix Claude. Cole, you get drunk. Carrie and I are gonna just wreck shit.
Can I get drunk?
Later, we're probably gonna have a celebration.
Can I get drunk once I'm fixed?
That's
Can
up to
you?
you.
Get drunk at all?
It's difficult, just like it's difficult for you, but yes.
I intend on getting drunk later tonight. But first, we need to let everyone know what happened and not to worry about the big hole in the sky.
It's fixed.
Do not worry about it. If anything else happens, I will take care of it this time.
Thank you. What's your name?
Do you have one?
It's unpronounceable in your language.
Do you have a nickname, bruh?
Dick.
Perhaps.
Stafford.
Corey.
Corey?
Corey.
Corey.
That is.
We're just continuing with the hard.
That was, hey, that time it was on you, Tantus.
Yes.
You did this with Kesh, now you've done it with Corey.
I could give him a better
Corey with a
nickname.
K or a C?
I'll give him a better nickname. I'll think of a good one.
Name him Tantus.
I like Stafford.
Stafford?
Stafford.
Staff
We'll
for
worry
short.
about the staff's name in a little while. In its
Staff.
horrible, impronounceable name, in a language far beyond and alien to your existence. And then also, as now, I probably have to alter its stats that has some other abilities now because it's better-ish.
I'm gonna have to type up a list of all the stuff that was in the bag, aren't I?
Yes, and I can tell you the results of what's happened to the stuff. I will need that. Also, see, I need to work with that. We'll have to do some stuff with Carrie. Probably do some stuff with Cole, and certainly do some stuff with Claude.
And levels.
I need to figure... Oh yeah, do we level up?
You need to level up.
You will get your level for the end of the Yavimaya arc, which is almost done now. You have completed your mission here in Yavimaya. The army will disband. There will be victory over Traxos, sort of. You've driven it off to the far norths, where it exists as an even more powerful and dangerous being that has temporarily decided not to plague the world.
Partial
It's
success.
better.
Better? Again, at least it was a
For now.
neutral to lesser beings dragon. That's a positive. If it doesn't decide to change its mind on how it looked on you, you small humanoids, that's good.
It's like that time in the classic Godzilla run when they trapped Godzilla in Antarctica.
Except,
Listen, worst case scenario, we try
kill
to
it.
kill it.
Yeah, worst case scenario, we kill it.
Worst case scenario, it kills us.
Best case scenario, we kill it.
Yeah.
Best case scenario, it doesn't do shit fuck until we're dead.
Middle case scenario, we kill it.
I mean, Kaz, aren't you and I supposed to be, like, effectively immortal eventually?
Me?
Yeah, you're gonna make yourself immortal.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
I might be immortal.
I think I'm partially immortal.
Cole's probably got another like 10 years.
No, he's gonna become a lich.
I mean, surprisingly, after all the pain, Cole is feeling a lot more spry. Like, maybe like he was 20 years younger. Perhaps it's maybe giving him a little bit of a new lease on life, awakening, like an ancient bloodline deep within your soul that mixes with your current ancient bloodline that is within your soul to create a super bloodline within your soul.
Yeah, just don't think about it.
Don't think about it.
So we're level 12 now.
Yes.
Yes? I can never remember what level you are, so I'm going to say
Yes,
yes.
you were level 11.
So yes, level up, and there's a bunch of stuff that I will be doing with you folks that are going to be part of Aftermath time, leading into the leaving of Yavimaya, that we'll deal with next time. Some of this we will kind of go over off-stream, like I kind of can... I'll kind of... let me create a... do we have a bag note?
No. I've just been keeping track of it all in my inventory and a like I think I have a piece of paper. I'm gonna write it down in a Google Doc and send it to you.
I'll just make a mysterious note here that you can edit that you can put this stuff into, just to make it easy for me.
Sure, that works too.
I mean, it's probably good to actually have it in the game system that, you know.
Yeah. Bag of stuff. And all players' journals can be edited by all players. Save. There you go. There's a bag of stuff now.
It was roughly 90 pounds of shit.
That's a lot of stuff. I mean, you did have a group notes here for, like, you know, some notes and a little bit of inventory, but I think it was not a lot of the stuff that was in the bag.
No, none of that shit was in the bag.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it has such great things as Carrie has a lizard puppy named Ophis.
Yeah!
Elfman Fs.
We have to find a sample of untainted oil? Man, we should look at this notes more, huh?
Most of those notes made by Wintress? Or no?
The bottom half were made by Wintress. The top half were made by Maxwell.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's why we never picked.
3 Sun Others Desert, Traxos are dead, fine.
This dude effed up and insulted all of us.
Yeah, that sounds about right. That was like day 1.
Okay,
anyway.
Yes. I forgot that he was looking for that. I remember the reasons behind it. It was part of there was a use for it that, you know, could be done.
Anyway, I finally have 20 intelligence.
Nice.
I gotta figure out what I'm taking a level in.
Oh, I took a level in Sorcerer. And I took a spell. Which is a fun spell.
I gotta look at my stuff and figure out if
I
I'm
have to roll HP.
Take
like,
more levels.
I don't think the staff can drink, but I'm pretty sure maybe it can get, like, psychically drunk off of your drunkenness if you want to get there. You know, it does have, like, a bond with you as your, like, bonded intelligent item. It gets a contact drunk.
God.
Anyway, while they're doing this, the staff can drink now. it just floats and all of a sudden the liquid disappears into it somehow. Maybe. Anyway, look.
No, it just sticks the bottom of the staff into the liquid and it absorbs it.
It's like a silly straw.
Mm-hmm. Let's give outros and stuff, because we should head out and worry about a lot of this stuff in between, because definitely there's aftermath of all of this and stuff. Certainly, Carrie's dealing with some issues. You know, Kaz has to find a bag of stuff.
I'm so excited for what you're going to do with the clockwork goldfish I've had since session 1.
Yep. I got
clockwork piranha.
Yeah, can it just be like a bigger fish?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, do I get an animal companion now?
Robofish animal companion?
I had a homunculus for a while, but I gave it up.
Yeah. Claud's got some stuff, you know, Cole's got some stuff happening. I guess we just have to remember. I mean, the basic thing for Cole was we gave Cole I gave Cole a second bloodline. Also,
Shadow, right?
I made it slightly better. I was discussing this with Lightning. We'll talk about that off stream. We made it slightly better. Anyway, Mads, anything to shout out?
No, I'm here, and I'm very tired. I got 3 hours of sleep last night, which is why I was very giggly.
Mm-hmm. Fish, anything to shout out?
Hi everybody, I'm Fish Harlan. This week you can find me selling seashells by the seashore.
Well, that's pleasant. I hope it's a nice time.
The value of these shells will fall because due to the laws of supply and demand, nobody wants to buy shells when there's loads on the sand. That's the only lines of that entire rap monologue I'm going to do, but there is more.
Momo, anything to shout out?
Hi, I'm here on Wednesdays at, the game's at 8 p.m., right?
Yes.
Where I play someone who's also an old person, but not as old as this man.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
pirate.
they finally gave you an actual job, too. Like, they're like, you know, you've been helping us out a lot. We're going to give you the job of this, like...
Honestly, no one's talked about it.
I thought that they voted
No one mentioned it.
Oh, they assigned you a job but didn't tell you they gave you a job. They have to do that.
Yeah, they do.
They kicked the one person who didn't want that job off of it, and they're like, great, I can just read more. Anyway. Yeah, that's a thing. And Joe, anything to outshout? That too.
I'm here on Wednesdays and maybe the occasional Saturday.
Yeah. Myself, that's Dracovin. Tomorrow morning, I'll do some more Pathfinder Kingmaker, where I will totally not do that one dungeon that gives you, like, spider swarms when you're, like, 2nd level. Fuck you, game. Because they don't even give you, like, an actual spellcaster to kill it with, which is a dick move. So I'll be coming back to that much later on, honestly. And then, discussing Tabletop Saturday. And then, as it was stated, Buccaneers of Shackled Sea next Wednesday at 8, this show at 9 p.m. next week, and the full rest of the schedule will go up online Sunday. I'll put it up on Discord and Twitter. I will definitely be doing more Final Fantasy II, and strangely enjoying the game more I play it, which is weird. I don't know. It's I have opinions on that game, and they are mixed bag. Though when someone said it's totally kind of like the Skyrim system, and I said it is, but they did it first, but not well. That's the best way to describe it. There are not well things in that game. But it's also decent as a classic JRPG. Anyway, that's for discussion for a different time. Anyway, for now, I'm going to say farewell to everybody, and I'm going to pop off, and these people are going to pop off and go off into adventures, and for some reason my camera's misaligned, and I didn't even notice it until now, and fuck it, I'll worry about that next week. Anyway, bye!